It's been a decade in the making, a second chance for Cincinnati's Madisonville neighborhood. Ground is ready to be broken on a mixed-use project expected to kickstart the redevelopment of the East Side neighborhood's business district. Phase 1 is focused at the intersection of Madison Road and Wetzel Avenue. Real estate developer Ackerman Group is spearheading the project in a neighborhood that says it has been left behind for decades.
There's a lot of opportunity along the Madison corridor within Madisonville. And this project is meant to ignite more development and redevelopment to take place along that corridor. This project in particular will begin to increase all surrounding property values.
Phase 1 includes a $30 million investment that will bring new commercial space, more than 100 apartments, and upgrades and renovations to the existing Madisonville Retail Center and the historic Fifth Third building. The Fifth Third building is expected to eventually be home to a brewery. Dobbs Ackerman says he sees his firm as a facilitator, finishing the acquisition of properties, listening to community desires, and using its knowledge of the market to combine those pieces and create a lasting development for the neighborhood. Business Courier reporter Tom Demeropoulos is with Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio with more on the plans to remake Madisonville. Rob and Tom.
Thanks, Peg. Tom, thanks for being here. So before we get started, why is Madisonville important? Why is Madisonville maybe more important than other parts of the city in that it sort of deserves this much attention and this much, financing?
Yeah, so Madisonville is an East Side neighborhood that kind of before the suburban expansion of retail, before your Kenwood malls, I mean, this was a place people went to for shopping. It was a destination, and they'd like to kind of bring that back. That's the idea here, is that Madisonville can be a place people go to, not a place they drive through, and it's surrounded by a lot of great neighborhoods. It's surrounded by Madeira and Marymount and Indian Hill. Right. So there's a lot of a lot of people nearby that can take advantage of what happens here outside of just Madisonville itself. And,
right.
and Madisonville is a neighborhood that has lost a lot of its population since it kind of peaked in the 1970s. They went from about 19,000 residents to about 9,000 residents in the 2010 census.
Stunning. That's stunning. So talk about this project a little bit. What does it entail?
Yeah, so Ackerman Group is going to be kicking off with a large mixed-use building, which is going to have about 20,000 square feet of commercial space. They want to have 2 neighborhood-focused restaurants, about 104 apartment units, and then actually Ackerman Group is going to be moving its headquarters there, so they're really kind of buying into this idea of this is a neighborhood where you can live, work, play, kind of have it all there, right at this intersection of Madison and Wetzel.
And so, what comes next? After this phase and after this is completed, do they have further plans? Is this something that we could see more of?
Yeah, so there are bigger plans there. So with this first phase, you'll have the redevelopment of the Madison Retail Center on one of the corners. That's getting a big upgrade. And then across the street from that, there's the historic Fifth Third Bank building. That is expected to be home to a brewery eventually. And then they're looking to do 2 more phases of mixed-use development on the other corners of Madison and Wetzel. So a second phase could add about another 150 apartments, more commercial space, more street-level retail, and then a third phase adding the same. So we could be seeing a lot of work in Madisonville for the next 4 or 5 years.
And hopefully you'll be writing about it.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks.